Good afternoon, and welcome to Midday Meditation, sponsored by Creative Living Fellowship here in sunny Arizona. My name is Damana Shauri, and I'm a remote practitioner with CLF, and I am delighted to facilitate today's meditation with you. At first, you'll hear the ancient sound of the monks chanting Om. Then there'll be my voice where I will take you on a journey. And I'm going to make it a surprise. You won't find out until I do it, because journeys are always so wonderful. And like I said before, these journeys are especially delicious because they don't cost you a dime. You don't have to pack a bag. You don't have to have your passport. All you have to do is be. So I invite you now to relax, do whatever you need to do to be present, whether it's to empty your arms, put your feet flat on the floor, whatever you need to do. And surrender to this half hour, giving yourself the gift of silence, of peace, of restoration. Just be present for this time. Thank you for joining us. So again, I invite you to be fully present for this experience. Let go of everything except this moment. Because when you look at it, that this is the only moment we have anything to do with. We can't use 5 seconds ago, and 5 seconds from now haven't happened yet. So be fully present as we take this journey. And today we're going to take a journey of love. Now, we've been on a love journey before, but you can never have too much love, right? So let's do it again, because this will be completely different from any other love journey you've taken. Now, they say that love makes the world go round. And even if you don't think it does, it certainly makes the ride worthwhile. Hearing the word love, recalling past experiences of love, brighten us up. They put a smile on our face. They make us think good thoughts, sweet thoughts. So on this love journey, we're going to talk about different kinds of love because there are so many. Yesterday, we celebrated the anniversary of the United States. And so a lot of people were filled with patriotic love. And I'm sure you saw red, white, and blue all over the place. And love of country absolutely is important. Because when we celebrate these holidays, particularly Veterans Day and Memorial Day, we give thanks for all the veterans who gave it all. They put it all on the line. And I believe with most of them, love called them to do that. Love of the freedoms that they saw here in the United States. Love of the role that the country plays on the world stage. And so, yes, love of country is a kind of love. What most people think of when they hear love is romantic love. And I certainly hope anyone who's hearing my voice has had the absolute pleasure of experiencing romantic love. Well, if you want to. Now, you may desire not to. And remember, everything in life is a choice. So if you've chosen to open yourself up to love, I hope it has tickled your heart. I hope it has become a part of your experience and allowed you to see things from an uplifted viewpoint. You remember those first days or weeks of love when you hear your partner's voice, you get all excited. And back before cell phones, those of us who remember life before cell phones, when you knew your significant other was going to call, you made sure you were at home to receive that call. You planned outings, things that you had wanted to do before, that now you have a partner to share them with. Love outings, picnics in the park, walks on the lake, watching a sunrise or a sunset. And on a day like yesterday, sitting in the backyard watching fireworks are all expressions of love. But just as a reminder, if romantic love is not in your life right now, don't think you have to put your life on hold waiting for that special someone to come along. If you want to stroll on the lake, do it. If you want to have a picnic, take a picnic, spread a blanket on the grass, and imagine what that experience is going to be like when that person does come into your life. All the things you want to do with that loved one, do them now. Love you enough to experience those things. Don't deny yourself. If you do, that's what you'll get from the universe: denial. There's love of children. They don't have to be biological children. Any child who touches your heart. And many of us know what that love is like. If you've given birth, you've not seen this child yet, but when the doctor or midwife places the child on your abdomen, it is absolutely love at first sight, because you see all the power of the universe, all the possibility in the universe in that little 6, 7, 8, 9-pound baby. They are perfect, whole, and complete. It's a gift to you and your gift to the universe. Love personified. Some of you may have a love of your career or vocation that you've chosen. Can't wait to get up and get busy, get to work, or get down to the space in your home where you do that work. And that's fabulous. You may have known what you wanted to do since you were a child. It may have been calling you that long, and you love it. And you would do it if you didn't get money for it. And you know that no matter how much or how little money you're getting for it, you know that your source is the Creator, Spirit. There's a book entitled Do What You Love and the Money Will Follow. And if you're still searching, still open to find out what work tickles your heart, you might want to investigate that. Because if you give yourself to the work, the money will absolutely follow. Love of family, because these are the people you have more history with than anyone. They've known you since you knew you, known you since before you knew you, before you were on this planet. And there's also the family we choose for ourselves. Family isn't limited by biology. So don't allow yours to be limited by biology. Bring people in, add to that family. That just means there are more people to love and more people to be loved by. And you, I certainly don't want to forget self-love. Because before you can love anyone or anything, you have to know what that feels like. So fall in love with yourself, just the way you are. Forget about all the changes you want to make. Forget about all the things you want to do or become. And love you, little old you, just the way you are. Love your size, love your height, love the color of your eyes, the texture of your hair, the color of your skin, the language you speak or languages, and any accent you may have. Love it up. And when you love it, if you decide there's something you want to change it. That's your prerogative. But do so Any change you make should be made from a position of strength, from a position of self-love. You're making this change to love yourself in a higher way. Not because that what mom or daddy or husband or wife or any significant other or children or grandchildren want you to do. You do it because you're allowing yourself to love yourself on a higher level. Love, love, love. And if you don't already have one, today, as soon as this meditation is over, open a spiritual bank account. Doesn't require any paper, any forms. You don't need a PIN number or a password. All you need to do is make a declaration that you are loving yourself and you know that everything that comes your way is a lesson. And things that you do from a position of love are deposits in that spiritual bank account. Anything else is a withdrawal. Now, we all make withdrawals. The most spiritual person on the planet sometimes make withdrawals. And that's okay. But you want to make far more deposits than you make withdrawals. So let me give you a brief example. Your neighbor, not too friendly. You see each other in the hallway, in the elevator. They don't speak. Now, a withdrawal is if you tell one of your friends, I don't know what's wrong with that woman. She never speaks, but that's okay. I'm going to stop speaking to her. That certainly is not from a place of love. So that's what we would call a withdrawal from your spiritual bank account. A deposit would be to continue to speak to her or him. Smile. If you see them coming, hold the elevator door open. Don't push the door closed, hoping they will not be able to get in the elevator with you. That would be another withdrawal. So continue to heft up your spiritual bank account. Put deposits in it all day long. A smile. Holding the door for someone. Slowing down to let someone merge in front of you on the ramp. Taking flowers to work to put on the receptionist's desk. Nodding to a stranger. Smiling to a little child. Little children love smiles. And I'm sure you can think of 100 more ways to make deposits into your spiritual bank account. There's no downside to making a deposit into your spiritual bank account. There is no downside to love and to loving. So as we enter the silence for the rest of this meditation, I want you to think about how you can make deposits, how you can love someone. Because if that person doesn't know you love them, then you really don't. Love is a verb. V-E-R-B exclamation point, capital letters. It's a verb. If there's no action, there's no love. And back in elementary school, you learned about action verbs and inactive verbs. Okay, verb, this love is absolutely an action verb. So put some action behind it. Do something. Spirit doesn't know big and little. So we're not talking about something that costs a lot of money. You don't have to go out and spend $65 on a bouquet of American roses. That would be nice, but it's not necessary. You can pick up a $3 bouquet at the store. or pick some wildflowers on your way home, not from someone's yard, but out where they're growing in the wild. But just love. Think of how many ways you can show someone that you love them. Think of how many ways we can show each other as inhabitants of this planet that we love each other, because that's the answer. Love, love, love. Allow it to wash over you. And welcome back to the room, to whatever space you're in. And join me in taking a deep breath in and out. So I hope today's meditation has allowed you a respite from your day, allowed you to relax, to gather your thoughts, and to think about all the ways that you can be and are loved. So your homework is to start to open up a spiritual bank account. And if you already have one, which I'm sure many of you do, put something in it. And remember, love is a verb. Thank you for joining us, and create a fabulous afternoon for yourself. Namaste.